Hi, all. So today's vlog post is funny things to say to a pregnant lady, particularly one with an underlying chronic illness. Okay, number one, you better sleep now because you won't sleep after the baby comes. This one's great. This one's hilarious. Thank you for your tidbit of helpfulness. I really didn't know this at all. Um, I struggled with all kinds of insomnia and sleep issues prior to becoming pregnant. So this one is hilarious to me because I'm like, well, actually, I fear being able to function after the baby because I already know that I have sleep issues and just how exhausted am I going to be after the baby. So I'm already struggling with chronic health issues while pregnant, and a lack of sleep contributes to them getting worse. So it's absolutely hilarious for you to say this, and you're giving me real world prepping advice. So thank you for that. Number two, wow. This would be me. I'd say, wow, the baby kicks a lot. It's kind of cool but weird. And you would say something like, just wait until after she's born and kicking you with shoes on. Really, you shouldn't have. If you want to see me cringe, you could have offered me bad coffee. Um, the thing is, I actually have weak muscle tone issues with the dysautonomia health issues that I have. I have fibromyalgia and I also have dysautonomia. And if I can carry her after 3 months, like at all, it'll be a miracle. And lifting something from the ground or bending over, that affects my baroreflex. So that can send my heart rate skyrocketing. So picking the baby up off the floor is a real fear for me. And my fiance has a house with lots of stairs. So carrying the baby up the stairs, just walking up the stairs without carrying a baby has me in a thing of tachycardia as soon as I reach the top of the stairs. I had one doctor who used to say, basically, Jen, you're firing on all cylinders when you try to walk up a flight of stairs. Your cells are firing on all cylinders. And that's exactly what it feels like. Okay, so number three is, your life is going to be over now. Really? This one has me roaring in laughter. Because you have to figure, I had such serious chronic health issues for a long time that there were periods of time where I was bedridden. There were periods of time when I needed wheelchair assistance. I still need wheelchair assistance when I'm at the airport because I can't stand in line for long periods of time because of the orthostatic intolerance. So, there was times where I couldn't hold a romantic relationship. I couldn't hold a job because I was so sick. There was a moment in time where I considered suicide because I was in so much physical pain. Because what kind of life is that when you're in that kind of chronic, severe physical pain? And so, now that you're saying my life is going to be over now, I'm falling off the couch laughing. I really am. Okay, number four is, the second trimester will be much better. To that, I say, we're in the second trimester now. So where's my unicorn? Where's my special prize? Because I've been sicker now my second trimester than I was in my first trimester. It just progressively has gotten worse. Number five is, you have a doctor for your health issue, right? What does he say? And that's also up there with you've got a high-risk maternal fetal medicine OBGYN, right? He can help, right? He's a high-risk doctor. Well, first of all, there is no specific doctor that I have for dysautonomia or for POTS or NCS, neurocardiogenic syncope, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. In fact, specialists for that are far and few between. They're extremely rare. And the specialists that do exist in the United States, they're playing catch up with the research as well. The thing is, my health issue is considered a syndrome, And a syndrome does not have a definitive cause yet. There could be multiple causes, and who knows exactly what the cause is. Now, for me, as a research patient for 5 or 6 years, we were able to probably determine there's multiple things. One major thing was that I had a choline transporter issue. And so I wasn't getting enough choline into my mitochondria or to my cells. And you need choline in order to function. Choline's a nutrient you get in your food. And I could eat all the choline in the world, but I wouldn't quite get up to normal levels. I'm on a high dose right now, so that's just gotten me up to minimum levels, in at least in the bloodstream. I don't know if my cells are actually at normal levels. There's no real way for us to test that right now. But it's complicated. It's so much more complicated. There's no like quick fix. Like, I think a lot of people without chronic illness, they think there's like a special doctor to go to who just specializes in it. We have a lot of specialty doctors for specific types of cancer. We don't have a lot of specific doctors for stuff like dysautonomia. You end up seeing another doctor who happens to have treated other patients with dysautonomia if you're lucky. So there is no special fix. And in fact, with my OBGYN, though I adore him, I often have to tell him stuff about my health issue, and he often seems a little bit clueless about, even stuff down to what childbirth is going to be like for a POTS patient, which worries me. Okay, so number 6 is, I'll say something like, I'm upset about how crappy my job maternity leave is. And you'll say something like, actually, that company is better than most in the States. Or actually, they're pretty on par with most of the companies in the States. Or I'll get something like from you, it's amazing women even get paid for having a baby these days. Thanks. This is great. This is funny because these comments completely undermine my fear of being able to function after the baby comes because of my chronic illness and being able to support us financially. I get to feel more inadequate than most average healthy women having a baby, while feeling guilty that I'm not more grateful. So that's number 6. And then number 7, oh yeah, I had a lot of fast heart rate when I was pregnant too. Well, you're a healthy person. Yes, you experienced tachycardia when you were pregnant. You probably did. But unless you're a POTS patient or dealing with a chronic illness that has extremes in heart rate, I find your statement hilariously naive. So those are the 7 funny things to say to a pregnant lady, particularly one with an underlying chronic illness. I may be adding more to those. I mean, we're only in the 2nd trimester. Lord knows I'll hear more by the 3rd trimester. But anyway, take care. That's all for today.